Welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated, the weekly source for anything gaming with Wild Matt and Curbs.
And Steiner.
Again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated. I am Wild Matt. It's episode number 241. I totally forgot to have the fades on, but now I'm going to fade to Steiner.
What? Steiner?
It's faded to you. And I'll do like this whole cut to myself. It's crazy. There's weird transitions on this. I should make my own, to be honest. Right, Steiner?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
With the fan fade.
Ooh,
And then I'll do the collapse to myself. Oh, okay. I'm done with that now. I only really need it when I start the show. Oh, and then I'm clicking on weird stuff that I shouldn't be clicking on. All right, there you go. The show started. It's Fresh Air is Overrated. 241. Fading. I want to do like a video that is a transition itself. So, it'll be like an explosion, but then it'll be like fading in and out into you and me or something, something like that. Or like a Canadian flag. It just goes by, and then it transitions.
Okay.
And it happens behind the flag.
As the intro, you mean? Or what?
No, just transitions. Just dumbass transitions the whole show.
Okay, I'm starting to follow you.
Yeah. Because just like that, but, cooler. How is there no star fade on XSplit? What is this? I paid money for this XSplit. I require a star wipe on everything that I pay for. That is any video hardware processing thing. All right. Megasearcher.com. Go there. There's a bunch of other shows, including Fresh Air. We have all our VODs and MP3s are available there. You can also find us on Apple Podcasts and wherever else you want to get podcasts. We're also available as a video form there. And youtube.com/MegaScorcherTV is where we upload all our videos, including this. And we also air there live and on Twitch and a few other places. So let's just go to the games we're playing, which for me is nothing. So that was easy for me.
Yeah, respect. Not.
Yeah.
I played, of course, StarCraft 2. Been also replaying Fallout New Vegas. I'm having a lot of crashes, and I don't remember having these crashes before, but I'm playing on Windows 10, so I'm assuming that's the reason why. It's just maybe some of the mods plus Windows 10 don't like one another and just kind of shit on one another. Don't really know, but it's a little annoying. Because every time I go to a loading screen, it just stops. Or not every time, but sometimes just stops. And I have to then control, delete, task manager, stop, and then restart it. And oh shit, I just lost an hour. Go fuck yourself.
Sweet. Do you ever remember me talking about a game called 1010?
Sounds familiar, yes.
It's like a 10 by 10 grid, and you're putting shapes in it, and you're making lines either vertically or horizontally.
Yeah.
And I've been playing that, and I've been getting really good at it. I got 52,000 points.
So you did play something.
Well, I always kind of play that, and I just kind of don't bring it up. There's a few games on the phone that I always play.
Okay.
And I just never talk about them.
And then I just took a look at Origin last night, and Mass Effect Andromeda was 50% off, so I decided to pick that up for 26 Canadian rubles.
Sweet.
So a game that came out, 4 months ago is already $25.
That's not entirely surprising, considering
yes
what
and,
the game is.
Yes and no. Because apparently everyone who was able to play it liked the game for the most part. It's just there was so much other shit wrong with it. So once they fixed it, everyone was like, okay, but at launch, I guess it's not selling because of those issues.
Well, I guess it's probably the same problem with No Man's Sky. It's just like once you get that reputation, it's hard to get rid of it.
Yeah, because again, No Man's Sky's had 3 huge patches apparently, and they've fixed a lot of
it's
things.
probably
and it's
a full
pretty
game
close
now.
to what they were saying it was going to be. Now,
Even if it's not, it's just.
but that's a year
you know,
later.
it evolves.
Like,
well, that's the thing. If let's say Sony has the preview shit that Xbox has and Steam has, you could have just said, "Hey,
yes,
we're releasing
and that
this
would have
early.
made a hell of a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But it was Sony that pushed it out the door more so than
Oh well, yeah, for sure.
so.
That was basically Sony's baby because they're the one that pushed it out so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they found the guy and then kind of gave him a little help and then said, okay, we've given you a lot of fucking money. You need to launch this thing.
Well, I'm going to tease this right now in the news. Sony did a similar thing with another game, and now there's another publisher that's going to publish it. And they officially have a publisher, and I'll talk about that during the news.
Yeah, but I don't, because that was all Kickstarted opposed to...
No, you're going to spoil it. Oh, man, that was a good tease.
Yeah, was it? Was it really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's more PlayStation news. You want to go on
There's
to
a
that?
lot of PlayStation news. Well, we'll go to the new releases, usual order,
Okay.
unless you've played anything else.
No, I haven't even played Andromeda yet. I just bought it and installed it. And
All right. Games we've bought and never played.
oh fuck, I got too many of those.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I played all the games I bought for the most part, but all the games I finished and played.
Oh, okay, now that's a different thing. Like even Shadows of Mordor, like I've had that for about a year. Never played it, and then I go to play. I'm like, this game's like I do not like this at all.
I
Like,
never
oh my
finished
God.
that PS4, the Second Son, Infamous. Never finished it. It's fun, and I the story's cool, and the graphics are nice, but I never finished it.
Yeah,
I finished that.
I haven't even started it yet.
I finished the one with the girl, the neon powers.
Yeah.
Forget what that game's called.
Yeah, my PlayStation 4 is not on.
It's a
that's
fun
all
game though. That one too.
Yeah. Well, apparently, it fixed a few because the main issue that people had with the first one, or not the first one, but
The Second Son one.
Second Son, was the character himself was a douche or a dick or
Unappreciative, I suppose. Like he's a bad boy, been mistreated his life, and
a lot of people had issue with the main character, which turned them off the game.
He wasn't that great, and he had like a brother that was kind of cool, but he was like always shitting on him. Like, I got these powers, man. Fuck you.
Yeah. Well,
I got issues. Yeah.
Well, you should be able to relate to him. He was a mixed Aboriginal or whatever, was he not?
Yes, something like that. Well, his brother too. Come on.
Yeah. Fair enough. But it would have something. If he was French, Canadian, mixed Aboriginal, he would be, dude, it's fucking Matt.
But it makes it just makes sense in storyline, like that you're that dude that has the powers. Like if you were just that other dude, if you were his brother, who'd just be like, I'm a good dude.
Yeah.
I'll only use it if I need to.
Well, Cole was. I guess Cole, you didn't know anything about.
He was a delivery man.
Yeah.
Well,
outside of that,
was it a bike courier? He was something that delivered packages.
Yeah. He was a courier. I remember that. I don't remember.
And then he delivered a bomb, but it wasn't a bomb.
Wow.
Well, it exploded, but
yes,
it was like a magical
exploded,
bomb.
but it wasn't. Yeah.
It gave him all the powers of everybody around him.
Mm-hmm.
We found that out near the end, which I already kind of, maybe not near the end. Anyways, those two first Infamouses are good, and the vampire one is also very good.
I have that too. Yeah, Infamous. I did not. I don't like games that just respawn enemies. And that's one of the reasons why I don't like Shadows of Mordor, because that's all it really is. It's just shit ton of enemies. You have to fight them every fucking time.
Yeah, but
you have to fight them every fucking time.
They all have names and stuff.
In Mordor, you mean?
Yes.
Not all of them.
Well, the main ones.
Yeah, like the captains do, and I think they are given names if some shithole kills you or something. I don't know. I didn't play it long enough. I just do not like games that it's just random spawning shit all the time.
Okay, let's talk about new releases.
Yes.
There's some stuff this week. Sonic Mania has been making headlines for being an actual good game, which is not too surprising because it's developed by that dude who makes a lot of cool Sonic games and has been doing it for a while. So,
Okay.
something Whitehead, Jason Whitehead. He made all the good iOS and phone ports of all the Sonic games. So if you play like Sonic CD is on, I think that might even be his on Steam.
Okay.
It might be his version.
I will give this to what it looks nice.
It looks
visually,
it looks like Sonic 2.
Well, no, it looks better than like.
Oh, sure.
I mean, visually, like the way the colors pop and how crisp everything.
The backgrounds look nice.
Yeah.
But gameplay-wise, it looks like 2.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's how I would describe it. You can like hold on to Tails and he'll fly you up.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. There's like a jump dash, so if you jump and land, you can dash. It'll extra speed that way. It looks pretty cool. It was supposed to come out on the PC today along with everything else. The Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and it didn't. It's going to come out the 29th. So like it's a week and a few days of a delay. As long as it works. And if you bought it...
Yeah, well, that'd be, yeah.
And if they announced this and they gave you like a day, I think, to buy it now, and you could get Sonic 1 on Steam. Whoa.
Wow.
If you're buying Sonic Mania, you might already have.
Yeah, probably. I'd guess that.
It's a good version of it. So for what that's worth, it's free. So hey, but not anymore.
Oh! StarCraft Remastered.
Yeah, sure.
For PC and Mac.
Sure.
Ooh! Oh,
awesome.
I want to play a
Day 9 was
game.
playing it.
I want to play a 19-year-old game.
Day 9 was
play a
playing it the other
19-year-old
day.
game.
Yeah, sure. Why not? People like StarCraft 1. And
But
now it has
yeah,
all fancy 4K graphics.
Yeah,
And you can zoom into it and
have
stuff.
some issues with it though, apparently. But
What can
I
you
haven't
do?
watched it or looked at it or anything like that. But some people do have issues with it.
I saw Day 9. He was doing all right. That's all I can say about it. Nidhogg 2. I really liked the first Nidhogg. So the second one looks like it's all like Super Nintendo graphics, kind of like it's like 16-bit-ish, I suppose. That's the fencing game where you run one side. Whichever player is winning gets to run to the opposing end.
One side, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's for PC, PS4, and Mac right now. The console release of the first game took a while, so it's pretty cool that it's coming out on PS4 right now. Agents of Mayhem is out, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. That just sort of came out of nowhere, even though we've been talking about it.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for a bit.
I didn't know it was coming out this early already.
Yeah, apparently it's not very good.
It's varying opinions, I guess. I've been hearing
repetitive crap.
I've been hearing good stuff about it too. It depends how much you can tolerate open world games that are similar to other games.
Yeah,
because I don't feel like they're doing too much new.
1.5 is pretty much the way I.
It's more like Saints Row. It's weird. It's weird. Let's just say that it is weird. I don't know why they did this.
Yeah,
it's weird.
But it's the way you change through your characters just on the fly and stuff.
And there's no co-op, which everybody thought there was co-op.
Yeah. And again, and that's the thing that doesn't make any sense to me, to the point of you have all these characters, you have like, you start off with 3 and you can get up to like 15 or something like that by doing extra missions or whatever. So you have all these characters you can just flip to on the fly. But why?
Don't know, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you could do it. Nobody questioned it in GTA 5, bro. Okay.
GTA 5, there was a story for each individual character that actually made sense.
Shh. Nobody questioned it, brah. God. I feel like that's a trend in stories now, is telling it from multiple angles and multiple characters.
Like even some of the characters, it's like they're trying to rip off like what the hell's Overwatch and stuff. Like just some of the characters were very Overwatchy looking and Overwatchy style. but then you're
Sure.
playing by yourself, and it I don't know. The whole
I don't
thing
know
just
either.
seems like it's a half a game.
Talk about playing with yourself. Cities Skylines is out on the PS4.
Oh yeah,
I wonder how that runs on a
it,
Slim.
PlayStation. It won't.
Well, I'm assuming it does.
I know, but dude, you're gonna be getting 0 frame because that game is CPU intensive. That game will.
Well,
fucking
go
rape
look it up on
CPUs.
YouTube right now. Go look it up on YouTube and see how. Just don't look at specifically PS4 Slim
Yeah,
because that will
I
be the
know.
one that we want.
Right.
Thumper, that old game that's been out on everything, is out on the Xbox One. So if you haven't played it, it's pretty all right. As I've been hearing, I wonder how much that game is right now on stuff, because that's even on the PC. I think now, pretty sure that's on Steam. It totally is on Steam. That's still $20. Still not that cheap. And then hey, if you haven't played Jackbox and you have a Switch, you can play Jackbox 1 and 2 on the Switch right now. 2 has oh no, they both have Drawful. So you get Drawful. No, Drawful became its own game. So I don't. They were talking about throwing multiple games in there, so I'm not exactly sure what's in these ones. But they're good, fun games, and can have like a tablet that has it on it. So I'm assuming you can do that with a Windows tablet. Just get Steam on there and get Jackbox.
Here, I'm gonna. What the flying fuck? Whoa. Okay, I gotta try to share this with you here. I'm looking at the.
You had the video for Skylines.
Yeah.
Well, what's happening?
That's.
Oh no! No, we just lost Steiner.
Oh, I'm gonna share screen.
Oh, I know what you're doing. It's gonna be a glorious like 360p resolution. It's gonna look awesome whenever it pops up here.
Does that work or what's going on?
Yeah, but push 1 on it so it can go full screen. Like make it go full screen on XSplit because it's not. Well, no, on XSplit.
Oh, I see. So, what do you hit?
Just hit 1. There you go.
So I'm gonna just rewind this a bit just to show you how whatever weird shit was going on here.
Why was it was it frame ratey stuff or what
No, it was like horrible glitch. Like water was like going up, so the gravity shit was all fucking weird. Where the fuck was it?
Oh, was he playing with settings?
Here. So, yeah. So he's got a bridge. It's going through. Is that no? I guess it's a dam. The water's going through the dam.
Oh yeah, you wanted to do that.
Not that way. And then now it's just
Oh
like
Jesus!
going up in the air. I don't know exactly how this. Obviously, on the controller, it's probably really hard. And yeah, so the water doesn't go uphill. So I don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, that was going over the dam. That's just going over. He needs to put more dams there, I guess. I don't know what. I don't know. That looked okay to me.
Oh, it gets really fucked up. Yeah, so that but the thing is, look on the other side of the bridge. It's what?
It looks okay. Well, that looks a little weird. That could do that on the PC too.
There,
though. We don't.
that's
There you
what I
go. There's a mountain of water. Cool. Cool. Yeah. I imagine that would do that on the PC. To be honest.
I have no idea. I don't understand that. I've never seen anything like that.
Because I don't think that the water physics
so
in that game are like anything amazing.
Yeah, I know. I don't fully understand, but that's just funny.
All right. Well, there you go. That's on the PS4 right now. City Skylines. People liked it because that's.
But now the thing is, like, this game gets ridiculously stupid CPU wise once you actually have a city. This guy doesn't have a city, so it's kind of hard to determine that.
We'll see. Who knows? Who knows? Because once you get the city, you're not rendering. You're barely rendering anything else. Like there's no trees or anything to worry about. It's just straight buildings.
Yeah, no, but there's pathing in it. All the cars in it have actual AI set to it and stuff. So there's a lot of weird shit going
They could have made that simpler.
I think they would
Who
have had
knows?
to. I think
Who
they would
knows?
have.
Yeah, and then if you have a pro, maybe it's just, hey, look at these drivers. They're like so realistic.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the Pro CPU wise isn't all that great either.
Yeah, well, the water baby would be a little bit better.
Graphically, yes, but I don't know about CPU basis of putting out extra frames. But I guess it could be used to do that because it all depends on what the dev actually does.
All right, let's go to the news this week. So, the PlayStation Experience is going to run this year again. I think it started in 2014, maybe something like that. In Las Vegas the first year. That was awesome. I like that. But now it's December 9th through the 10th in Anaheim, just like last year at their convention center.
Yeah.
It's $60 right now and $75 for the 2-day pass later if you don't get the early bird price. And those who get the early bird also will get to attend a special event on December 8th, which will allow attendees to get up close and personal with game developers and PlayStation personalities.
Okay, I understand game developers. Who are PlayStation personalities? Like they're talking like streamers?
Kevin, what's his name? I'm blanking on his name now, but the dude that was the fake representative of Sony in their ads.
Kevin Butler?
Kevin Butler, yes. But no, of course, he's not a PlayStation personality anymore. He talked shit. No, didn't he play a Wii U in some ad and then they were like, okay, well, you're done.
Something. Well,
I think he
that
had
was somewhat recently, wasn't it?
No, that was a while ago.
Okay.
I think he was playing a Wii U. A Wii in a Firestone ad for tires for some reason.
Yeah, it might be something. Like
I don't know. I know it's. Oh, hey, they're also doing the Capcom Cup 2017 at the same time, which is fun. I kind of like that they do that at the same time. So you can actually go to that at the same time with the same ticket. It's all happening in the same weekend. So that's fun if you're into
now
Street Fighter
I'm
5.
assuming that's more than just Street Fighter that have Marvel versus Capcom and
possibly
just
yes.
Street Fighter 5.
I'm
Because it
assuming
says Capcom, so I'm assuming there'd have to be a couple of games.
Well, so the Street Fighter 5 has like an actual like year-round thing where you're competing for points and getting into Evo based on those points. And
because I would even think there'd probably be like a Street Fighter 2 Turbo and whatever as well to that. Because Evo
so they've been
still
playing
doing
a lot
that,
of Ultra. They've been playing a lot of Ultra Street Fighter 4, which is the one on the Switch. They only play new games now, which is lame. Want them to play old games still. But as far as like mainstreaming, it's still all old games. New games. So it's like Street Fighter 5. It's like the new MK. It's the new DC game.
Right. Well,
Injustice
DC
2.
That's Capcom?
No. I'm saying like just in general when they do fighting events.
Okay.
Like so, this is probably going to be mainly Street Fighter 5. I don't know what else is going to be there except for Like they might do a little Infinity.
Well, yeah, because Infinity's the brand
that's coming
new,
out
so they
real
might have,
soon. That is coming out real soon. It's just not out yet. Hey, talk about that game.
Yep.
Weirdly enough, they released a full story trailer. So, is it what? I remember what happened.
Didn't load the videos?
No, I did load them, but then I also reloaded the scene, which unloaded the videos. So now I gotta go load them, which is gonna take me about 2 seconds. Hey, I got them. Okay. So the one thing you should notice about this video, I guess, is that they fixed Chun-Li's face.
Right, I remember people bitching about that.
Oh, well, she looked very terrible. And her mouth still kind of looks weird. She has like that open jaw, wide open look where she's like, I'm so confused right now. But her eyes look better and her nose looks better, so that's nice. All right. I never thought this game looked bad. Like the graphics.
Got a little bit of fapping for those boys playing as Chun-Li, I guess.
I don't know if it's about that.
I don't know.
Chun-Li just looked weird.
Sure.
And she never looked like that before, so why change her?
This
This is a Capcom game after all. It's not like Marvel just took her and said, "Hey, let's make her into a weird-looking lady."
Maybe she got fucked up while doing the dimensional change between Capcom to Marvel.
No, they're in the same. It's
Well, the universes merge somehow. Then explain how it merges. It's
yeah,
not.
they explained that early in the first game. I don't remember what the full explanation is, but yeah, this is Ultron and Sigma. So it's Ultron Sigma.
Yeah.
That looks kind of cool. If it wasn't there you go. There's Chun-Li. But if this was a Marvel vs. Capcom game, I'd kind of be interested. But then it gets into a fighting game that I'm not interested at playing at all. So
Yeah, I played some Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I didn't like. I played quite a bit of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and then I played 3, and it wasn't the same.
2 was all right, I suppose, but even I never really liked that
And
series to begin with.
Like I played a fair bit of 2, and then I played a shit ton of. Was it just Marvel vs. Street Fighter?
There was a few ones that were weird. I think the first one was X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Okay, it
Was
may have
the
been
first
X-Men versus.
crossover?
Yeah, I think that may have been it.
And then after that, I think it was just Marvel.
No. Okay, whatever I played had Iron Man in it.
Yeah, so that might have just been MVC 1. That might have just been the original.
No, it wasn't multiple character selection. It was just one-on-one.
Yeah, but all those games always had an assist. They always had an
it had
assist,
an
so
assist,
maybe
yeah.
you always picked at least 2 characters
Yeah.
in those games. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what game.
Capcom 2, you did have 3 characters.
Yeah, yes.
So it wasn't. I know.
Started Marvel vs. Capcom was 3. Yeah, for sure. So I don't know what game this. I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea.
It was either it had Iron Man in it, so it must have been Marvel versus Street Fighter.
Yeah, they made something like that too.
Yeah.
Accessory maker Game Vice is suing Nintendo over its popular Switch console. And as this is reported by Engadget, Game Vice claims that the Switch uses the patents it owns without its permission. According to the suit, the Switch and its removable Joy-Con controllers are too close to Game Vice's vision of combining a detachable game controller and a device with a flexible bridge section. So they're mainly suing over the thing that makes it go connect into a TV and charge and be a tablet is what they're suing over.
No, they're suing. I didn't.
No, because I looked at their console. I looked at their console. Their console. Their controllers don't disconnect. It's connected to the system. So they're suing over the flexible bridge section.
No, from my understanding is that they came off together.
Oh, so
they came off, but it was like one thing. So it's like having that Pro, or
but no, I looked at it. The things surrounded it.
No, I saw. Yeah, I know. And there was like a little speaker bar at the bottom, and it came up. I think it was the speaker bar. I
want to say that they're suing. Like I read the whole thing. I want to say that they're definitely suing over the thing being like, look, it's tablet, and it's the console on the TV. Now look at it.
No, theirs didn't hook up to a TV, and that's what Nintendo's going to be indicating of like ours is just a completely different system. And again, like their joysticks come out separately and can be used separately, so it's not the same thing. So that's what their argument was going to be.
Mm-hmm. No, we have a lot of suing this week, and a lot of it seems baseless. And
well, this is just going to make some lawyers a little bit of money. There's no way.
Nobody else, not the people suing, and not Nintendo. That's for sure. So Disney. They're also being sued over an allegation that their gaming apps collect personal information about young players and shares it illegally with advertisers. But you can't do that. You can't do that with kids on the internet.
No.
I think the cutoff is what in the U.S. I think it was like 9 or 10 or something. I forget what the actual age is. It might have actually been like 12. I forget. I don't know. It might be different every state too. So. Who knows?
So you're saying under the age of 12, they can't do that?
They can't collect your information and then share it with advertisers to give you targeted ads.
Again, a lot of like when you click on a website or whatever, and it's something like this, are you under like Steam? It's 13.
Okay, yeah,
So
it might
I'm
be
just
13.
that might
it might be
be
13.
the age. Is just what I'm trying.
Yes, it might
Because
be
a lot
13.
of things are always that age 13, and I didn't really know
That's
why.
'cause
That
they're
could be
not
why.
kids anymore. They're teens.
Yeah. Well, that might be so they can actually give your advertising shit over your.
Yeah. Disney says that it doesn't believe that the suit has any merit and will defend itself in court because there's an act. I forget what it's called. It's like Corba or something like that. Like it has to do with kids and not being able to advertise directly to them. Even though if you watch Disney Kids, it's still going to have all insane amounts of advertisements with, look at this doll.
No, Disney. Disney does not advertise on their kids channel.
What? Are you sure?
Yeah, my kid watches it every fucking day.
Is it Disney XD?
No, XD is not Disney. That's family.
No, Disney XD. I want to say that's Disney. Like maybe it's family owned.
No. Okay,
here.
there's family. There's family and Disney. There's two different channels now.
Yeah, but Disney XD is in the States. It's
Okay. Well, I guess it's family or a Disney Junior. I think is what my
Disney
daughter...
XD though. That might be a channel that's like this is for teens, but no, I don't think so. I don't know. That's for kids. But I might be wrong. There's some cool shows on that on that channel sometimes. So who knows? The current block, anime block, which has Pokemon, Beyblade, and Yokai Watch. Sweet.
So yeah,
it's for kids.
Disney Junior has no advertising outside of shows on.
Yeah, but okay, so that's for kids, kids.
Right.
Pokemon is for like the cool kids.
Well, Pokemon is okay. Yeah, so there's Disney XD,
and then there's a bunch of Marvel stuff on Disney XD.
And then there's So
there's definitely ads on
this.
this
Is definitely marketed to...
Oh, that's right. Dude, Street Fighter 5, the Evo was on Disney XD. Everything was on Disney XD this year. Super Smash.
Yeah,
all that stuff at Evo.
XD would be older kids.
The cool kids, like I said. The cool kids. That's where I watched the Tron cartoon. That did not live very long, but it was okay. All right. What else here in the news? Hey, another court battle. The Netherlands ruled late last week that Riot must compensate retired Dutch footballer Edgar Davids after determining that League of Legends champion is infringing upon his rights, personal rights even. Yeah. His
football
rights.
As in soccer football, like real football opposed to American
football.
Well,
Dutch, the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Where they play football.
Hey, you said football, so I'm just clarifying for any Americans might be watching.
Hey, we've had this discussion before.
Football.
Fuck the Americans if you don't understand that. Dutch footballer Edgar Davids.
I know. Hey, they still might think it's some Dutch dude playing in the NFL. I have no fucking clue. I'm just clarifying.
No, because then it would be Dutch American football dude Edgar Davids.
Yeah, which I don't even know if there'd be a Dutch dude in the NFL. There might be one or two.
Dutch, probably not, but there might be a dude that's descendant from the Dutch in the NFL. Because dude, they have some motherfuckers in the Netherlands.
And yes.
Anyways, this is just dumb because Edgar in 2014 sent out a retweet saying thank you, and it was relating to the skin. So he's known about this since 2014. Now's the time to sue them. They got the monies.
Well, I even remember hearing about this, that one of the devs actually said that it was modeled off of him.
Well, yes.
And that was years ago as well.
Yes, this is it's weird. It's weird that he sued them now and won. Oh, why not?
Well, he had to have won technically because it fucking is him.
Yes.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's fucking him. But
so they got to pay.
Why the fuck was it so late?
So they got to find out the money that they made off of that skin specifically in the Netherlands, and then they got to pay him a certain percentage on whatever the hell he won. So there you go. I'm sure it's a lot of money. The Netherlands is pretty small, so I'm sure it's not that much. Yeah. But if anybody,
it was just the Netherlands, or
was
it?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. That's how law works, man. They can't go like it's worldwide. You gotta take all that money from everywhere. Like that's my money. God damn it, that's my Canadian money. Netherlands.
Well, Netherlands though is part of the EU, is what I'm kind of more thinking.
So, I guess, but don't they still determine all their laws separately and stuff?
I don't know. Like,
Um,
there's so much shit in the EU that's all just like give and take and whatever.
Oh, for sure. Like
But,
but I want to say that's mostly a trade agreement and relating to money and stuff. So I don't know if it's
exactly
all
relating to
laws and
money.
stuff.
Relating to money.
Yeah, but this is mostly laws. This is like weird dumbass laws.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I would almost think that it would be EU.
Maybe, who knows?
And if it is
I don't
EU,
know.
then you'd be talking about some
Yeah,
money.
I'm sure it's still a good amount in
But
Netherlands because that's where most people would be like, oh, hey, look, it's that dude.
that's true too.
I'll buy this
But-
skin. I'm sure there's a few other people that like football that would just be like, hey, that guy, I recognize him, but whatever. Football. Apparently, it's the world's most watched sport.
It is. There's a lot of motherfuckers that watch that shit. Don't
I-
understand it fully, but there's a lot of motherfuckers.
I was at an Ottawa FC game the other day by accident. There's like a hill outside of the stadium, and you can go up to the hill and just look inside the stadium. So I watched them for like, a good 10 minutes for free. For free. I watched some soccer. Suck it. That stadium is really cool. They're going to have a Guns N' Roses concert this weekend. And I saw them setting up the stage today. And it's facing the fucking hill. So I bet there's going to be a lot of people there this weekend on the hill, not paying for that concert. But I might go and check it out. Because if there's not a lot, I'll get a fucking clear ass view of Guns N' Roses. Because it's a football field, so I'll be like 150 yards away. Like it won't be that far.
Right.
All right. Ho! This is crazy news today. NPD released some numbers for July 2017, showing that the Nintendo Switch was the best-selling console of the month in the U.S. Yeah. So Splatoon 2 came out. I'm sure that they released
Again,
more
like
consoles.
the weird thing, like especially within the US or whatever, you're talking. So you're comparing that to consoles that have been out for the past 4 years. Or
yes,
whatever.
and have been
So,
freely available too. So
yes,
Nintendo's been ramping up their production. So I'm sure that July is probably like the first month where it was just like, get him out there.
yeah.
And they got a lot of them out there.
Well, apparently there is some distribution weirdness that there's in certain areas of certain states or whatever. There's a shit ton of
that day. So
Yeah.
probably in the middle of that conference, they're probably going to be like,
You
and you can
pre-order
pre-order
right
it.
now.
Yes. Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
Yes. It's kind of what he would do.
Yeah, that's what it is. You can pre-order right now. Yeah, get on your phones and go.
Sure. Phil Spencer's not bad. Some of the Xbox dudes have been super robotic. Some of the Xbox dudes have been super over the top. I feel like Phil Spencer's in the middle.
I don't know. He seems quite douchey to me. He doesn't really know what he's talking about half the time.
I guess.
Or at least with the Xbox
he can bullshit
One X
enough.
shit.
He can bullshit enough that he gets by.
Yeah,
That's how
it's the shit he's talking about the Onyx and stuff, that you're going to be playing like Halo 5 or 6 or whatever at.
Dom Matrick. Dom Matrick. That was the last dude before. That dude was super robotic. Do you remember that dude?
No.
It was super robotic, his delivery. That dude was super dick. Like, for sure.
Okay.
Super
he was
dickhead.
who Peter Moore was doing.
Peter Moore was awesome when he was at Xbox,
Yeah.
but then he moved to EA.
Yeah, and now he's off doing Manchester United shit.
And he was the last. He was the last actual cool Xbox dude.
Yeah.
At the E3 conventions.
Yeah. No, that guy's a fucking ball. He goes fucking Microsoft to EA to fucking
To the soccer
Manchester
team he's
United.
loved
Like,
his
holy
whole life.
fuck! Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That guy can do anything he wants, and he does it well.
That's his accent.
Yeah.
It has to be. But hey, there you go. If you want an Xbox One X very desperately, you're probably going to have to pay attention this weekend.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't know. It's just the whole concept of that is just stupid that they are pushing. And again, it's not even true 4K and all that crap. And they're saying that it's true 4K, but then
I'm sure some games will be, but
okay, yeah, fair enough. It is capable of putting out a full.
Well, that's
4K
so that's the weird
signal.
thing about the Xbox One S right now is that it actually has the Blu-ray player that can play the 4K, and it can actually output 4K.
Yeah.
So it's not even like the Slim. The Slim can't do 4K at all, you know?
So the thing is,
so it's weird.
Right. So yeah, you're right. So technically, if you get some shitty ass game that's like way under spec or whatever, you could theoretically put it out on the
Slim and
the One
the
S.
S. Yeah.
And put it out at 4K.
I think there
30,
is. I think there
60.
are some downloadable games that are doing that right now
Yeah.
on the S.
Like, I don't know if they are, but you theoretically could, because yes, it is a 2.0 HDMI that will let you do that.
Mm-hmm. They're definitely doing it with the movies. Like that's
right.
The
They
one
let
thing
you
I
do the
do
ultra.
know they do.
What do they call it? Is it just
Ultra HD or whatever the fuck it is?
It's just
Blu-ray.
UHD DVD.
Well, Blu-ray.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
I don't know what they call them, but there's a sticker on them that like, oh, you can get 4K on this. Oh my god.
Yeah. But it's not actually 4K, and that's kind of another thing. But hey.
Well, it's so weird because even movies, you got like Blu-ray movies that were a weird resolution and they weren't really.
Well, because
1080p.
like 4K is the 16:10 aspect ratio, which then Ultra HD is the
16:9.
16:9.
Yeah.
And then there's also even the ultra wide version of that as well, which is starting. I think they got 1 or 2 monitors that are supposed to be coming out relatively soon that can do the 2180 by then the fucking 63,000 it would be for the ultra wide.
I don't know. I'm cool with 1080. Honestly, I'm cool with 1080.
Yeah,
Fine with that.
I'm good with 1080. I want more frames is what the fuck I want. I don't really care so much about the resolution. It's fucking frames.
It really depends on your situation. Like, if you have a huge ass screen, then yeah, 4K kind of makes sense for movies and shit. But like, for video games, like just play it on a fucking computer monitor. Just do it normal. What are you doing?
Well, that's also another thing is that you should be playing on a computer monitor.
Yeah, that's always been the best way to play video games. Yeah. Always.
Like even if you're playing, I got my console hooked up to my computer monitor, and it plays a hell of a lot better because of the refresh rate.
Oh, dude, playing DOS games, Doom and all that. Doom always looked better. Imagine playing
Well,
that on
yeah.
a fucking
Well,
TV back in the day. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, it's not
Christ.
even. Well, the issue, like back in the day, you would have had it on a monitor that was CRT, which would have then actually had the proper frame rates and stuff that would have been able to push it. If you're
And you're
talking about
plugging
it
it
on an
VGA,
LCD or
and
something.
it's all nice, a crisp signal. Fucking back then, what do you have? Like composite, the yellow cable, like the
Yeah.
maybe S video, maybe that was the best.
You would have been playing that years later.
I suppose. Here, I'm gonna look up
But yeah.
S video, and then we'll wrap up the show. Because I feel like S video is pretty old.
Okay. Well, when it was
okay,
a
designed
mass-
in '87,
Yeah.
and then use. Let's see. Because I had a TV that was pretty old that had an S video on it. I can't find one that was like widely used or widely accepted. Oh, that sucks. So it achieved better image quality than composite video, but had a lower quality resolution. Lower color resolution than composite video. Component video. Weird. I would have thought that it would just have been better overall because there's like 5 plugins on that thing. There's like 5 little switches that you have to plug in.
Is it a component?
S video. I guess one of them might have been a ground or something, but
It would have been a 4-pin.
yeah, it was a 4-pin. But I guess that 5th pin was just to hold it in place. I guess.
Or that 4th. Yeah, is that thing at the bottom is what you're talking about?
The biggest one, the square one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That may be a ground of. No, wait. So pin 1 was a ground, pin 2 was a ground, and then Y and C.
Oh
is
man,
3
so it
and
was
4.
only okay. So I see why it wasn't that much better.
Yeah.
Then. I see. I understand. I kind of get why the composite was better than S video.
Yeah.
Now I get it. It makes sense.
But they
'cause it was
also
only
did
2.
release a 7 and a 9 pin, but they never really did much apparently.
S video sucked, man. I hate anything that you plug in and you might fuck up the pins. Like fuck all that business. Fuck all of that. You plug in your mouse one day and you're just like, oh fuck, my mouse is fucked. I plugged this upside down and all the pins are fucked. Fucking any of that shit. Fuck all of that. Do you remember FireWire?
Yeah.
I plugged that reversed side one time and it just exploded everything.
Oh, actually, no. This is okay. So, wait, where did I read that?
What's going on?
So it actually okay. It was in high-end VHS and Betamax.
I picture that in Betamax. That makes sense. It's like,
So that actually would be pretty old, much older than I thought it would be.
yeah, because I had a TV that must have been from like '91 that had it. It was like a 24-inch. It was all right. It was pretty old, but it totally
Because
had
I
that
don't
S video
really
in the
remember
back.
seeing until I saw flat screen CRTs.
Oh,
is
those
when
are
when
nice. Those are
became-
pretty nice.
Is when I saw it actually showing up and being something.
But my favorite CRT my whole life was always curved. I still like the curved CRTs. It's a nice 32-inch. That if you put the back on it, like the plastic, like you can unscrew it and take the back off. But if you put the back on it, I guess it tilted the main board some way that just some cable was loose or something that the screen would just not work. Like the V-hold would just go crazy. So I had
Wow.
to take that back off. And then someday, for some dumbass reason, I went behind the TV and I tilted the stand it was on, and then it tilted forward, and the fucking bulb just exploded. It just went, pow, and I was like, holy fuck.
Wow.
And I fucking had to disconnect it because it was still making noise. I was like, holy fuck. Yeah, that was not fun.
Okay.
That was not fun. TVs don't do that anymore.
No.
I could literally take my TV right now, throw it, and I'd be fine. Nothing would ever happen. Well, unless it came back on me, but I'd be okay.
Well, in what way do you mean by the
Well, like-
TV's not going to be okay?
Well, the TV's not gonna be okay, but I'm gonna
Yeah, it
there's
won't burn down the
no
house.
electric shock that's
Yeah.
gonna just destroy me or anything
Yes.
else.
Agreed.
That was frightening when that happened.
Yeah.
It was very scary. Because even when those things don't have energy, they could still have energy in it.
Well, no, yeah, the transistor, yeah, they definitely will. Yeah, because I beat the fuck out of an old CRT, and it popped and caught fire. And I was outside. It wasn't plugged in. I was outside in a fucking parking lot. Beat it with a fucking steel pole. Which, in hindsight, using a steel pole probably not a good idea.
Something with rubber, preferably.
Or wood would probably work.
Wood, yeah, sure.
Insulator. But yeah, it popped. And there was fucking smoke and fire. I'm like, what the fuck?
The only thing I ever remember popping was a battery. Battery poppings are fun.
Yeah, I don't.
If you just hit a battery right, it just goes, man. It's just like, psst. It's like
I've had batteries like leak acid or whatever, but they didn't actually like pop or make hissing noises or anything.
Oh man, it's fun. It's crazy. The thing is, when you hear that hissing from the battery, you always like expect an explosion at the end, and you always like go like, should I go to it? Is it okay? But yeah, no, it's always fine. Once the hissing stops, that's it. No, batteries are crazy once you fuck up the contacts and all that, and fucking mix them up. Once the positive touches the negative, that's when it pops and goes all that hissing and all that. I don't know where all this energy should go. I'm just gonna fucking blow it out. Yeah, it's a good time. Don't do that with phones. Just if you want to break a phone, just have. Well, you could. Okay, do it outside, kids. Do it outside.
Different type of battery as well. Lithium ions are slightly different.
Yeah, I guess so. But they could, if you still hit them wrong, they could still go wrong.
Oh no, fuck yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's actually worse with the lithium ions.
Yeah.
They will get like, dude. They had phone, and then they brought them into GTA 5, and they were like massive explosion bombs. Like.
Yeah. So yeah, do it outside if you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because breaking a phone seems like fun. It's not. It's not like, especially if it's a phone that you're using. I've done that once. It's bad news. It's bad news. Don't do that. Threw it against the door and I thought it would be fine. It was not fine. It was not fine. Hey, at least the battery didn't explode. At least there was that. All right. So thanks for tuning in. Fresh Air's Overrated. 261. It's done. Or 241. 41. Got ahead of myself there. So if you're watching live, we'll be back with a Sprawl and Brawl. All of our shows can be found on megaswitcher.com. All of our shows, any show. So the shows that we do, Mac, whenever he decides to do shows. I don't know, he's been on MIA lately. He's been doing a lot of card game stuff, though, on our Twitch channel. So if you like, what's it called? Magic the Gathering? No, was it Yu-Gi-Oh? No, he was playing Magic. He was playing Magic.
I do know he has done both, but I don't know which one he's currently doing.
No, it was totally Magic. Okay. I got confused. You can go watch him. He mostly does streams on like Friday nights and Saturday and Sunday during the day. It's pretty cool. Just check it out sometime if you're into that. Wherever you can go find podcasts, you can go type in Fresh Air's Overrated and it will pop up. Go to youtube.com/megascorchertv or twitch.tv/megascorchertv, and that's where we air live every Thursday night. So go tune into those channels, go like and subscribe to, everything. Twitch, YouTube, go check out some videos. I might suggest go check out some, what do we have? We have Good Game Mondays, Bad Game Wednesdays. Those videos are super old, so if you're into checking out some super old videos on YouTube, it's from like 2007 or something like that, so go check it out. Until then, though, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Oh, here, I'll put the fade on this time. There's a fade. We're going to fade to black. Woo!
Oh, it's just fade to black?
Yes.